Patrick Carlin, what did we learn in class today?
Well, Doug, I'll tell you what I learned, and you not digging parades, and that's cool. But I like that marching stuff. And we had to march at boarding school. And we were pretty good. We had field days. Sometimes if you'd see a far picture of us, we'd look like them Nazi kids that they were raising over there in Germany. But the same trip, they had the grid squares out and stuff, and we did all of that. But the marching trip, I really dug. And we didn't have much basic in the Air Force because they weren't out to make an infantryman out of you. You're going to be a radar operator or something. So anyway, they rushed you through it. But if you had a cool DI, it was something else.
What's a DI?
Drill instructor or flight instructor, whatever you want to call him. But he's like a sergeant, and if you got a cool guy, it's great. And we had a cool guy, and he left the assistant in charge. But when George came just a little later, things were even cooler. And he had a black DI. And those guys were marching in about 3 days, man. And they were snapping. And he even had them doing it. It was so cool then. I joined too soon. They were doing pimp step march with a hand in the pocket and stuff like that, man. And they enjoyed. You could enjoy basic, and you could enjoy marching. They let me march the troops one night.
If you enjoyed it so much, why were you?
That was all I enjoyed.
Why were you court marching?
Because I had a lot of fun. Well, I had a lot of things to do that were off-duty time, and I never cared much about rules, and that was cool. But the marching trip, they let me march him one night in basic training, man, and I marched him over to a chow, evening chow, and for a halt I gave him double to the rear with a slight hesitation by the left flank, right flank, halt. And it was just beautiful, man. It was like watching a drill team. So you can learn the marching thing, and you don't have to go kill no one, because that was the Air Force. But I like parades. I enjoy the St. Patrick's Day parade especially. I like bagpipes. But I'm Irish. I got an excuse. But you guys had so much good stuff to cover. And the thing that Joe got me with, and always gets me with, is he's up to date. He keeps his pulse on things. And you're with the Pope. You guys were together on this instead of fighting. You and Joe were together on the Pope being a cool guy. Yeah, man. He's there. He's caring about the climate. He's caring about the poor. He's living like a regular guy. He's my kind of guy. And he speaks Spanish. He's from Argentina. And I'm still trying to get that language together. And the black and white trip. That was funny with Joe seeing the people at the yacht club, because that's just a venue. That little band I had, we played a couple of yacht clubs, and they never forgot us, man. It was beautiful. But you can have fun at the yacht club. You can have fun anywhere you go. But generally, you got to get with the working people. So the working people are the cool people. That's why musicians are cool. Musicians never knew about black or white or none of that crapperino. And the neighborhoods that I grew up in were so close to Harlem, and we'd get the subway at St. Nick's and stuff like that. And every week you kind of flowed into one another, man. And I never really thought much about until I got in the service. Then became very, pay on taters, Yankee. I said, whoa.
All right, well, thank you for wooing. And Patrick Carlin, thank you. Thanks all for pushing the buttons. Gus Mancini, great music as usual.
Doug.
Thank you. Thanks to Allison Carmen. Her book is The Gift of Maybe. You can check her out online, as well as Susan Greenhall, Fat Talk Nation. There's a rumor that if you keep the dial tune right where it is, 100.1 FM frequency, Ron Van Werner will be here the rest of the morning to keep you